Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Welcome back to Gran Turismo 7 part number 17. Let's go to the GT Cafe to take a photo of my cars to be in the Scapes to be on the menu book number 16. After the last video, since I participate in 3 rounds in the American Sunday Cup 600, but boy, it was so fast and very excited to have all kinds of good American racetrack by choosing my Corvette CR1 6th generation 2009 with a Jetstream blue metallic tint coat. There's my beauty over here. So right now, let's go on to take a good short errand before participate in the Trial Mountain Cup to be in the menu book number 17. Take a photo of your car in Scapes. Now this will be a track unlock. We'll be having a good suitable location on the US to be at Trial Mountain Circuit. But hopefully this will might have a short errand, so I could probably have to make sure to do some photo ops to do some different backgrounds on the Scapes. Alright, looks like let's give Luca to say, have you visited the Scapes Pavilion yet? Yes, I did, Luca. It's a haven for travel lovers where you can take photos of your favorite cars in all sorts of scenic locations. Your goal for this menu is to try out some of the Scapes features. Head to the Scapes and select a spot that you can find intriguing or eye-catching. Take a photo, then come back here. Have fun! Sounds great! But as you may ever reminded you guys, because part number 9 that I just also took a first visit to be as an introduction. But thankfully, for this part of the video, we'll be putting up for the second visit is going to be doing some good places to have some nice locations all over the world to have a nice background between different locations in regions. So let's go down to the Scapes. So this one might have some good demonstration to be on the first Scapes album to be on the JDM icon. So let's go and continue on to take my first photo after the Lamborghini Vision Gran Turismo. So next up, there are 4 more to go. We'll be doing some preparations for this tutorial, you guys. So this one is also to be located around the capital in Iceland. So let's go in there and do some good photoscapes by using the Jeep's Willys MB. But this might be very good default. For this kind of a background, I'll make sure that Oliver will explain. In camera mode, you can adjust aperture and focus settings just like you would on a real camera. Let's try adjusting the aperture. You'll notice how this affects the focus of your photo in part or as a whole. Alright, so looks like aperture is a very good genuine word to be using as a photographer. Different apertures create different local distance in photography. This is what is known as depth of field. Now, I want you to try using aperture to experiment with different degrees of focus. Now, maybe this might be a very good aperture, should be quite very good in use. Now, let's use the effects. In effects, you'll be able to apply various effects to the photo you've taken. Preset effects are a simple way of giving your photos a unique look. My favorite is dazzling because I find it makes my photos look sharper. In contrast, planting will give your photos a retro vibe like something out of an old magazine. Neat, huh? One of the strengths of Scapes is all the effects it offers. I sincerely recommend trying them out. Now, let's see, this will might have to put up with some preset effects. Just gonna have to go with a dazzling, just like what Oliver said for a recommended request. Bleach bypass? Perhaps this kind of a different background might have to go the 1940s. Is very good to have a nice World War II Jeep vehicle to be well put up on the nice background. So let's see, just gonna have to put the car effects, just gonna put here. I'm just gonna have to come up with some different variety to have some good old fashioned. Okay, looks like this might look perfectly. Just gonna have to take this picture over here to rendering, and here it goes. Just like a different photo op background of a 1945. Now, I'll make sure this one might have a good photo souvenir to be well saved. Next up, it's going to be having some different location after competing menu book number 16 to do one time of the photo op. But luckily, the Aston Martin DB5 is a very good background to be located in Kyoto, Japan. And the Fiat A5 595 is putting up onto the Florence, Italy as well. Now, let's just gonna have to do some 3 more to go to do some photoscapes. So let's see some different details to explain. This is the Chikuren no Komichi, a trail in Kyoto, Japan. Let's practice adjusting the focus. We'll leave the car where it is, so you can press the R1 button to bring up camera mode. In camera mode, you'll be able to adjust your focus. Start by setting the focus option AF in the settings menu. Then press the square button held down, move the left stick to manually adjust your focus position. Try focusing on the car in the foreground. Notice how sharp it appears against the blurry forest background. Naturally, focus on the background will have the subject in the foreground blur. When picking a focus point, you'll want to consider what it is you want to highlight when people see your photo. Now, let's see. Just gonna have to do a good single AF mode. Aperture should be do like this. Okay, looks like the preset is also to be put up as well. Luckily, this center might be giving a good background look, just like this. Rendering for another snapshot. Alright, not so good, wasn't it? But almost turns out to become beautiful. Now, Porta Rosa, Florence, Italy. Next up, to be on the 4th step to have a good example background. Okay, let's set up a shot on Via Porta Rosa, a snug little alleyway in the French style Italy. In car mode, you can change the present car for one of your own. Select the car to pick something more to your liking. As this is a tight space, I suggest picking a small car. Remember that you can rotate your car 180 degrees by pressing the R2 button. Okay, now let's just gonna have to choose a smaller car. But luckily I just got some of them are also to be collected to have 90 cars to be on my collection. Especially 3 teams from Total Drama World Tour liveries will be part of it. But I'll make sure just gonna have to choose any Italian car will be selected. Gonna have to go with an A5 500 2009. Go cruise around. We'll be giving a good sightseeing view to have a nice background. Now let's compose your shot in camera mode. Under environment settings, you'll see the option to adjust the aspect ratio. Below that, you'll find orientation, which can be set to either portrait or landscape. After deciding on the frame, you can use the right and left sticks to adjust the zoom and camera position. All good? Select shoot when you compose the perfect shot. In effects, you'll be able to apply various effects to the photo you've taken. Preset effects are a simple way of giving your photos a unique look. Once you apply an effect that's to your liking, retake your photo and save it. Okay, looks like preset is putting up with bleach bypass. Let's see if there's some more. Nothing on screen effect 2, 3, and car effect. So, alright, looks like the portrait is going to be a very good place to put up to have two 8-barbs with the same model from the past and the present. There you go. Photo op taken. Now for one more. Great Ocean Road, Victoria, Australia, to be located in Asia, Oceania. But thank goodness the Ferrari FXXK is now part of it to be doing an example car to be put up with a good presentation. Now let's try capturing motion with a panning shot taken on Australia's Great Ocean Road. I want you to see for yourself what kind of striking photos you'll be capable of producing in Scapes. First, go to the car tab to position your vehicle. You can add more vehicles by selecting Place New Car. Try putting one vehicle in front of another and you'll have a vertical chase scene. Once you position your vehicles, bring up the camera to capture the image. Sounds cool. Looks like it's gonna be a supercar versus hypercar to take the battle. Well, it seems I just don't have hypercars in it, but luckily a concept car might look suitable to be as a different road car. So let's put up the Porsche 917 Living Legend to take on for having a good snapshot with the Ferrari FXXK is going to be a very good showdown. Now, in camera mode, you'll be able to adjust your camera settings and frame your shots. As this lesson on panning, I'm taking the liberty of tuning your panning settings on. Now select shoot or press triangle to capture your image. When panning, the movement of expressed by the subject or background largely depends on the shutter speed. A shutter speed of 1/15 should help to de-emphasize the background, resulting in a more dynamic photo. Okay, let's see. This one might have to put up a different background view to take action. When panning shot settings might be quite very useful to have any cars whenever you like to do some good action on racing. Depends on the travel speed and camera tracking ratio is going to be going over onto the percentage whenever you like to use. So let's see. Just going to have to check some effects. You'll be able to apply various effects to the photo you've taken. Preset effects are a simple way of giving your photos a unique look. Once you apply an effect that's to your liking, retake your photo and save it. Preset also to be put up as always as bleach bypass. Okay, I'm taking a shot and rendering, and here it goes. Voila! My UDRS livery takes on a Ferrari FXXK competition is now driving on the road. Well, luckily, that's all for only 4 examples since the introduction from part number 9. So let's go back to the GT Cafe and get myself ready for the Trial Mountain Cup before at the end of the first episode in this video. Alright, let's go back to see how am I doing so good to be at the Scapes before Luca is about to have nicely to say. Well done. Are you happy with the photo you took? Yes, I am, Luca. It takes a lot of good experience to have good location backgrounds all over the world to do some good automotive culture. Whenever you take a good shot, be sure to share it. You can see the photos that others have shared by visiting the showcase. While it's fun to compete with other drivers in sport and multiplayer modes, sometimes it's nice to just be able to swap your favorite photos. Now, I suppose I'd better give you your reward. It's all yours. Oh yes, baby! Trial Mountain, here I come, and this track is now available in the World Circuits. And here comes the Trial Mountain Cup for the next championship, folks. Looks like the next part of the episode on this video is about to go on. Championship Trial Mountain Cup in menu book number 17. Alright, looks like two racetracks will be unlocked is Fuji International Speedway and Autopolis International Racing Course located in Japan. Sounds like a cutscene is about to get ready to go on to have a sunrise, to have a nice beautiful look to be on Trial Mountain before participate in the championship event for the 4th time. So let's go. For this menu, I'd like you to go to the World Circuits and enter the Trial Mountain Cup. The race will take place in the middle of a national park surrounded by the scenic American wilderness. It's a race that requires quite a lot of skill, therefore it's open to only National A license holders. If you don't hold a National A license yet, head to the license center. Coque Lopez will talk you through the test. I've already acquired the National A license, Luca, because I'm all set and ready to go. Once you earn your National A license, you can head over to the World Circuits. Your goal is to finish in the top 3. Everyone in the cafe will be rooting for you. So amazing to have the cutscene on Trial Mountain. I love it. Trial Mountain is a very good, beautiful background. It's now located in the United States of America to be located somewhere around in the West Coast. Sounds like the perfect time to get ready to go race to have 2 rounds, just like the first 3 championship from High Speed Ring, Tokyo Expressway, and Pédri Course de France. So looks like this will be a very good 4th championship event, you guys. This will be a very good 4th event is about to go on. A race series that takes place on Trial Mountain, a circuit surrounded by stunning mountain scenery. First 2 rounds as always to be on the forward and reverse direction to have a good requirement, but this time this one might have 3 regulations will be put up with a road car will be exclusive to American cars. National A license will be eligible to participate. Alright, looks like this looks very good to have some good earnings, and main rival cars will be part of it as well. So here I go. Let's take on 2 rounds in the Trial Mountain Cup to have a good, excellent American race to be part in the US. Let's do this and get myself pumped up and do some good corners around with some good, excellent straightaways by 2. But luckily, this course layout has barely made a good different look in Gran Turismo 7, just like the previous Gran Turismo games was also to be used. But it might be quite possible to have 2 references to be as an Easter egg to be having a good surprise. But there might be a monkey, and the Loch Ness monster known as Nessie is here. Wow, I am so very good to have a nice different look on this track, you guys. So brilliant and amazing. I'm so very happy about Trial Mountain, you guys. This course is a #1 racetrack in America to have one of the legendary Gran Turismo racetrack is putting up with some good renovation. Alright, so first things first, race #1 is about to go forward direction. But I'm glad that I have my good Corvette CR1 C6 2009 is about to go on to be on a faster performance whenever to have the good slight speed of advantage. Just gonna have to switch it up onto the tire compound whenever I have to choose. I have to go with the medium sports instead. Okay, there's Daniel Soares and the other Gran Turismo player to be participate, so we can have a Wilk. Hello Soares, taking any good photos in Scapes recently, Hyperion-Blue-GT? Yes, I have. It was so amazing to have all kinds of different environment backgrounds all over the world. Do you want to know why I love racing? It's because racing games were the first kind of video games I ever played. By the way, I'd like to give you a little tip. Alright? Go right ahead. It's simple, but very important. Be careful when you're both accelerating and braking. Are you familiar with the concept of partial throttle? Beats me. Partial throttle might be an excellent different role of the strategy, so let's give the other guy to have a good warm welcome to be well introduced. G'day, I'm Adam Wilk. I've been crazy about cars since I was 5 years old. I used to cut out pictures from the classified sections of the paper and put them in a scrapbook. Back then, my favorite type of car was a Ford. Trial Mountain is a track that's surrounded by a whole lot of tall trees. They're called giant cicadas, apparently. A forest like this is bound to be home to all sorts of wildlife, don't you think? Yeah, looks like this kind of a good environment is so realistic, but I love it. But sorry for the long wait, so let's go and take 2 laps around the track as I'm about to be on the last position on the number 12 spot. So let's switch it up onto the auto drop to be on the interior view after taking 3 seconds, so let's do this. Here I come, and let's go faster to the limit. Okay, looks like we got some good muscle cars will be joining in on the party. Turn 1 clear, turn 2 successful. Now gonna have to go up onto turn 3. Here comes the tunnel. Gonna have to step right in. Keep up the pressure and going up onto the maintained pace. Okay, looks like a Cajal in a Chevy Camaro SS 2016 in the yellow color is here. Gonna have to catch up and go overtake before catching up onto the Ford Mustang Boss 429 in the number 7 position. Okay, there you go. Looks like coming in on to tunnel number 3, and here comes the longer way, because this will might have a good different look to be on a different background, just like the previous Gran Turismo games back from Gran Turismo 1 to Gran Turismo 6. Gonna have to go down onto this part of the corner to be on the road surface hill. Stay on track. Gonna have to follow the line. I'm so very good to have these trees to be well look. Okay, looks like Rubalar is now here. Gonna have to overtake him. Take the outside and coming in. Down the hill on the road surface. And here's the lake. This is where Nessie is live. Oh boy. I should rather have to go passive. Alright, looks like there's Adam Wilk in the Ford Mustang. Take the final turn and make that good 90-degree angle to be at the chicane. But it's definitely no longer to have that danger zone to be having a slightly chance to do a rollover. But luckily, the final turn in Trial Mountain makes a very good change since Gran Turismo 1 to be moved on to be in GT5 and GT6. But here comes the final lap. This one might have the perfect chance to catch up on to Daniel Suarez in the Dodge Viper GTS 2002. So let's catch up to him, and going in by Enter to take the first tunnel. This part of the corner layout was also to be used in license tests by using the Nissan Skyline GTR top model R32 B-Spec 2 was also to be part onto the final exam on International B license. But thankfully, I have already acquired because it's all set and good to go, because doing some hard work to do some basic work to be move on to take intermediate. Just gonna have to drive gentle and keep up. I'm about to take the left side, and Daniel Suarez takes the right side of the road. I kind of like this third part of the tunnel was being replaced by trees. But it's definitely looked pretty cool to be as a modern version of Trial Mountain. Alright, looks like just gonna have to keep it steady up and pace up. No stopping. Entered Sector 3. Alright, looks like the handling is doing well. Gonna have to keep follow up onto the left turn. Brilliant. Alright, looks like this part of a new final corner may be very brand new to all of us, but it's no longer to have a chicane. We'll be doing the best part. But that one is a very good extended patient time during the part of the competition. Final stretch I go, and here comes first place for Hyperion-Blue-GT in the Chevy Corvette CR1 6th generation 2009. One race down, one more to go after taking the forward direction, until taking the reverse direction we'll go opposite. Wow, I'm so very excited to have a nice wonderful tears of joy. Total time in 4 minutes and 31.638 seconds for the fastest lap in lap number 2 to take 2 minutes and 13.955 seconds. Awesome. Very good and awesome to have the first time ever to have a good prize money to go up on to 30,000 credits. So looks like round 1 is complete, and now we're heading up into round 2 for the next race by having some good points to be received in total. But it's going to be a very good place to start out, you guys. After championship event number 3, championship number 4, we'll be going basic work to go on to have some graduation from National B license before moving on into National A. 300,000 credits to be stacked up onto 400,000, And just gonna have to save a replay before doing this. Quick thumbnail checked. Replay saved. And let's go opposite for race number 2 to be at the final round. I'm good to go, you guys. Going opposite direction, just like last time from the 3-round championship series, to have some different backgrounds in location. After taking a good successful forward direction, now let's go opposite to be on race 2 of the Trial Mountain Cup. Just like last time, to do a very best race to start out, but we might have to sit back and go relax because going difficult is going to get much different condition to be on the evening. Alright, looks like Kajal and Rubelar is here. I recently got my hands on an old BMW M3, so I'm thinking of entering the next European race. I find tuning cars to be a lot of fun. Just don't forget, if you buy a used car, it's a good idea to go to the GT Auto and change the oil. And here's Kajal. Winning races is important, but it isn't everything. Far more important is the respect we need to show each other on the track. Avoid collision and allow enough space for other cars. Let's stay aware of each other and drive carefully. Crystal clear, Kajal. Crystal clear indeed. So let's go and take on for the final race, because this will be a number 1 spot, will be have my name in it after taking menu book number 17. So here I go. Let's take the sunset on the reverse direction and go faster and concentration to be well respectful. Just gonna have to take that early braking point in. Let 2 muscle cars go first, so I could probably have to go behind. Okay, there's B Batter in the same Ford Mustang Mach 1. Going up, overtake, and be respectful. Okay, looks like gonna have to go up onto 90 miles per hour. Okay, there's a Kajal again with the Chevy Camaro SS 2016. Gonna have to go right in. Sector 1 checked and go on to Sector 2. Okay, let's line them up, and go faster to take the distance. That's more like it. A 3-car overtake before it entered the tunnel straightaway. But look at this. This background tunnel is a very good, excellent look. Just like the trees are being used as an ordinary secondary tunnel. Okay, there's Adam Wick. Just gonna have to get closer to him and do the overtake. Okay, final sector I go. Inside the apex before I take the hairpin into the tunnel. Success. 3 more to go. Now, looks like there's the blue Camaro SS 2016, as you may ever saw from the American Sunday Cup 600. But I'll make sure Rubelar in the Dodge Challenger RT Hemi could probably have to stay in position number 2 before I could probably have to push forward. That's more like it. Headlights on. The final lap is about to go on, you guys. Let's drive fast and keep a good wheel performance to be an American car, to have a good steady pace to go clean normal. So let's do this again. Round 2 for the rematch on Daniel Soros, to have my Corvette to step things up a bit. keep it gentle and do some driving physics to go up the hill. Okay, gonna have to stay maintained. Just try not to get too over aggressive. Wait for the straightaway to come. Corner clear. Now let's hit the throttle. Oh yes, now I'm in the lead by having a good straightaway to be passed through to have a good green light to move forward before moving on to take the next corner turn. Just gonna stay on track, keep it smoothly, and go aim towards tunnel number 2. Very good to have the nighttime background environment in Trial Mountain, but hopefully it is also to be located in the mountains of Sierra. Sorry about that, folks. I think I just had a hairpiece on my mouth, so I have to make sure to wash it off. But never mind that. Just gonna have to keep on racing until the nighttime is about to have the headlights will turn on. But thank goodness it's twilight, because this race is about to be over just closely towards the end. Alright, final stretch I go, and successful race number 2 complete. Now that's American competition in Trial Mountain Cup, you guys. First place by having my best American supercar to go faster without any installed parts will be suitable to go for having a normal competition. Okay, that's better. Total time in race number 2, 4 minutes and 32.102 seconds. In lap number 2, fastest lap time in 2 minutes and 15.768 seconds. Very good job. And also to have a good overall prize winning is doing a successful job well done to have first place in 2 rounds in the same track. 12 plus 12 in the first and second round equals 24. But several Gran Turismo racers did a good job out there for having a different round to have a different position. To have 12 drivers will be joining session to have a different grid. So now, just gonna have to go up to have a good total to have 431,795 credits. We'll be doing an increase overall to have a different trophy, and daily workout is already checking complete. But here it is, you guys. Trial Mountain Cup to have a different trophy to be as a number 1 overall, to have a 40,000 credits to be as a prize. Good job. And there are 3 kinds of Nissans will be available to be as an overall ranking bonus. So let's see. I have to make sure to go with the Nissan Skyline GTR B-Spec 2, S15 Sylvia with a Spec R Aero, and the C33 Fair Lady Said version S. Okay, which one is which? I guess maybe this one? Alright, looks like the Sylvia Case DS Selection S13 1990 is now acquired as the first place car reward overall. Not bad. But this different version of the S13 Sylvia is now registered on the car index. But thankfully, just like the Q version of the Sylvia, but the case, that will be good enough to be put up onto the car garage. Now just gonna have to put up the thumbnail and go exit out on the replay. Okay, there you go. Replay save. Now, let's go back to the GT Cafe to have the trophy number 4 to be received after competing from the Trial Mountain Cup. but it was a lot of fun out there to have a good sightseeing view in the track to be located in America. So let's check again over here on this track to be located around in California. But that's right, you guys, Trial Mountain is now located in the Sierra Mountains in California. But there are no events will be available at this moment, but meeting place is now available after unlocking Trial Mountain Circuit. But I'm so very good to see a nice different look out there in GT7 to be on this track. But this will be a third legendary Gran Turismo racetrack will be part onto this video segment. So now this number 4 gold trophy is already in collection. You won the Trial Mountain Cup. Well done. That's an excellent result. I received a message from an American who watched the race. He wants you to pay a visit to his new shop. It's called Legend Cars, and I hear he's keeping it open for you. Why don't you head over there once you pick up your reward? Sarah should be able to give you more details. Alright, looks like we have a new Babylon is now available to have a third kind of a dealership is going to be having some legendary cars. But also to be having a good news, Fuji International Speedway is unlocked and Autopolis International Racing Course as well is available to be on the world circuits. But Legend Cars is now available to be unlocked after participating in the Trial Mountain Cup. So next up on the menu book, collection, Nissan Sports Car. I'll make sure I'll be ready to put up on to part number 18 before the next video. So let's take a good look with the Trial Mountain Cup. I see this trophy commemorates your victory at the Trial Mountain Cup. It must have been nice to race in such a beautiful setting. Yes it is, Luca. This trophy is a very good title to be represent on the track to be locating in the mountains. I'm so very good to have the 4th trophy will be acquired to be having a good collection. So here comes the best opening scene on the Babylon, you guys. But I can't wait to have a good look in the Legend dealership. Legend Cars is now open. Sounds very good. Legend Cars, a very exclusive collection of legendary cars, is available to buy. But I can't wait to have a good look after this because this one might have a roulette ticket. We'll be giving a call for only one time available before moving on to take part in the next race of the Nations Cup. So, I also have 2 gifts to be put up with a 4-star roulette ticket. But I'll make sure to have 1 ticket at a time to be part of this video. So, let's go and take the good use of the 4-star ticket. It's about to go roulette. Here I go. I hope this is going to be a very good chance to have a different car and some good high price currency credits to be adding up, and 5 times the bullion is also to be put up with 500,000 Gran Turismo credits. Ka-ching and outstanding. Well folks, it was a lot of fun out there in Trial Mountain to take on 2 rounds in the forward and reverse direction. Just like the other 3 championship will be moved on from National B license to go National A will be required to enter. But I'm about to be going excited to have all kinds of different ways to have 3 different dealerships between the used car, Brand Central, and the Legend Cars. It's all mixed together to have a good source of legendary race cars and sports car from the 1960s and other years, just like any kinds of different year models are also to be part of Haggerty collection. But it was formerly to be part of Brighton Antiques, but clearly Haggerty is also to be part of a collaboration with Gran Turismo. So I'll make sure menu book number 17 is checked and complete, until move on into number 18 to do some collection with Nissan sports car for the next video in part number 18. But thankfully, this one might have the perfect time to go over onto the Nations Cup because today is April 9th. That makes the perfect date. It's about to go-kart racing, so I have to make sure to get myself prepared. Thank you for enjoying watching the video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notification of upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. I'll be seeing you guys next time to continue on in part number 18 of Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.